Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel. And you know what? I didn't want to let this series die, okay? I almost didn't do it because we are, as of right now when I'm filming this, it's May the 16th, and I'm doing my April 4K ranking. But I'm like, you know what? I don't want to let this series die, okay? So we're going to do this. Even if this drops like on May the 20th, I'm still going to get it out there to you guys. So yeah, we're going to be ranking the 4Ks that I watched, and most of these I did reviews for also. And that was another big reason why this was so late, because we got hit with a lot of really awesome 4Ks towards the end of April, and it just took me a while to get to all these guys. What do you want me to say? Look, before we get into it, guys, again, I got 11 4Ks that we're going to get into. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, okay? May is here, and I've already got a lot of reviews out for May titles already. We've got Kick-Ass, The Crazies, Jason X, Jason Goes to Hell, because I was kind of reviewing them all together, so everything's kind of a blur. But a lot of awesome stuff still to come in May. I've got a lot of stuff I need to get to and review as well. So hit the subscribe button, and let's just go ahead and get into it, guys. I don't anticipate this is going to be a super long video. I'm not going to get super heavy in depth, because like I said, I've talked about a lot of these and got reviews for a lot of these on the channel. Coming at number 11, and this was pretty easy. This was Flight Risk from Lionsgate. Not that I didn't have like a somewhat okay time watching the film, but it's a bad movie. It's directed by Mel Gibson. It's easily his worst directed film by probably 10,000 miles. Is it his worst film? But you know what? Mark Wahlberg, the scenes that they allow him to be crazy Mark Wahlberg, they're fun. And that's pretty much the only good thing I can say about this release. It's a nice slipcover. I can say that. There's a making of feature that's like 5 minutes long. That's kind of cool. They included that, I guess. Is there an audio commentary? No audio commentary. There is the 4K and the Blu-ray, though. It does have both of those. That's another positive. And the picture quality, guys, was good. It was a nice, clean, crisp 4K. So number 11 was Flight Risk. But yeah, the movie was dog doo-doo, guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Next up, coming in at number 10, I kind of enjoyed this. You know, it's a John Wick knockoff with Ki Kwan. Love Hurts comes in at number 10 on 4K. This was from Universal, and I thought this was okay. I mean, first off, this movie is like it feels like I've watched some of these movies like such a long time ago. This movie's 6 minutes long or something. And I love that. I love that. And movie runtime, the shorter the better. Guys, I am old. I've got a lot of stuff to watch, and I've got very little time. Okay, don't waste my time, especially when you're something as goofy and silly as this, like just an action rom-com type film. Like, get to the point, get in, get out, fun action sequences, some good comedic moments as well. Like I said, the movie's not bad. I did not have a bad time watching the film at all. And it's quick. It gets in, it gets out. Picture quality is really good. The 4K looks great. I'm sure the Blu-ray looks good as well, as with Flight Risk. I mean, these are newer films, guys. Blu-ray is going to look pretty good, and the 4K is going to look slightly better, usually in most cases. This does have quite a bit of special features as well. Alternate endings, deleted and extended scenes. And yeah, it's a fun movie. Coming at number 9 is a 4K I actually didn't watch this month, but I have seen the 4K, and I can attest to the fact that it is a really good, solid 4K. The movie itself is actually a really solid action thriller as well, but this steelbook that Lionsgate put out this month is freaking awesome. I love the steelbook, so I went ahead and added it to the list. So coming at number 9 is Plane with Gerard Butler. Look at this steelbook, guys. It is gorgeous. I love the steelbook on this release right here, guys. But yeah, you got Gerard Butler right there. You take off the slipcover. The artwork's gorgeous underneath, guys. You got Mike Coulter in the film as well. And yeah, I don't remember much about the plot. I'll be honest. It's been 2 years since I watched it. And I think I watched, I watched the 4K from Lionsgate back in early 2023, I think is when this came out. And it's a solid movie. It's like a plane crash, and there's some like military team coming in to try to do stuff. I don't know, guys. I don't want to get into the plot because I'm terrible explaining plots anyway, especially if I haven't seen a movie in 2 years. But it's got a lot of really good like action moments, some good shootouts. It kind of reminded me like of a video game in some parts. That's just the way that they stage certain things. But really nice steelbook, beautiful steelbook by Lionsgate. I like the touch on the inside as well with the disc art. And yeah, really nice. So I wanted to include this. And yeah, it's a 2-year-old 4K, but it is a newer movie and it's a new steelbook. All right, guys, coming at number 8. Look, the rest of these are really good releases. They are. They're really good releases, but I had to put this at number 8 because it offers nothing new and it actually takes stuff away, which I still want to talk. We'll get to that. Let me show you. Let me show you the release. Tombstone on 4K, guys, from Disney, also Sony as well. Did some help here. But Tombstone on 4K, guys. Look, I really like the movie now. I do. It's moving up on my Western list. I used to think it was just okay. Now I think it's pretty good. Probably a 4-star movie just because of Val Kilmer's performance. He's amazing as Doc Holliday in the film. And I thought the 4K looked fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Great colors on that 4K. Westerns look great on 4K. Anyway, we'll get to more Westerns on my list. April was kind of the month of Westerns, guys. But Tombstone looked great. It looked phenomenal on 4K. I really liked the movie. I think the steelbook that Disney did was a really good steelbook. I think this is a great steelbook design. I like it. I do like it. You flip it to the back, you got the sheriff, you got the deputy badge right there, marshal. You got some nice disc art, some nice interior artwork as well. You got Val Kilmer right there, front and center. It's a great steelbook, but there's no new special features here at all. There's nothing. Not even the audio commentary, which there is an audio commentary that does exist. And it's on this DVD edition, which I do want to get around to watching this and reviewing it at some point, even though it's a DVD and I don't do that too much on the channel, because this has a director's cut, which this doesn't have either. So you take stuff away from from what's supposed to be a new ultimate edition of the film on 4K. Like that's not good enough. It's nice that it's out on 4K and it looks good, but like don't take features away. You're supposed to port all the features and then add features. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do, Disney. Try again next time. Okay, but yeah, so I thought it was a great transfer. I enjoy the movie. It's a nice steelbook, so that's why it's at my number 8. But I just couldn't put it above anything else. Coming at number 7 is a already existing 4K. That's why it's this low on the list. Otherwise, it would be probably towards the top. But Basic Instinct on 4K, I thought was a stunning 4K. For some reason, though, when I popped in my Studio Canal 4K, because I've got that too, I was just a little bit more blown away by that picture quality than I was this picture quality. Even though this is great picture quality, this looks excellent. I don't know. I thought it was had a little bit more clarity on the Studio Canal version, but this was still a really solid 4K. I had never seen Basic Instinct before. This movie kind of blew my mind. It's such a great movie. Kind of reminded me of those early 80s Brian De Palma films like Blowout, like Dress to Kill. It kind of gave me some Giallo vibes in there as well, just a little bit. But excellent movie. Absolutely fantastic film. Sharon Stone freaking killed it. Michael Douglas, awesome in this movie. It was a great 4K. You got all kinds of great supplemental material here, including like documentaries. Like there's an hour documentary that was new, I think, to the 4K that came out from Studio Canal. That's an hour long. That's fantastic. That gets into a lot of stuff with Sharon Stone. And Michael Douglas is in it as well. But then you got all kinds of other like past, documentaries and stuff. So some great features on this release. The Steelbook that Lionsgate did, which is still available, I think, on their Lionsgate Limited website, is absolutely gorgeous. It's a phenomenal Steelbook. Look at that, guys. Things are heating up right there. But yeah, great steelbook, great presentation. I can't move it up much higher because they didn't do anything new with this. It's pretty much the same as the Studio Canal version. All right, getting into my number 6 is the Long Kiss Goodnight. It feels like about 2 or 3 years ago that I talked about this on the channel. It feels like a long time since I watched this. I did not love this movie. I didn't. I got quite a bit of crap in the comment section over not loving this film. I thought it was fun. I liked it. I did like it. I just didn't love it like everybody else did. It's not one of my top action films of the 90s. I do think that Gina Davis is great. I love Gina Davis in the movie. But, just taking my thoughts on the movie and putting those aside, I thought the picture quality was excellent. There was a few new special features here. I think a new audio commentary as well. That were all fantastic. Arrow Video usually does some really nice special features. I think there was maybe three or four special features with this one. So yeah, it was jam packed. It's got Dolby Atmos as well. Sounds great. Picture quality's great. Special features great. You know, it would have maybe bumped it up a little bit higher on the list had there been a box set, chunky box set involved here instead of a slipcover version, but still nice. Coming at number 5 is the King of New York. So why this one gets a little bit higher than Basic Instinct, because I like this movie, but it's not as good as Basic Instinct. I think Christopher Walken is really good in the film. I mean, I like this movie just because I got to see Christopher Walken, Lawrence Fishburne, and Wesley Snipes, like, all in the film together. That was just like, I wouldn't have thought that cast would necessarily like work well together, but they do. It's extraordinary just how great a chemistry they have in their interactions in the film. So I liked the movie. I didn't love it, but I liked it. But this one, there was an Arrow Video 4K. I think that was exclusive over in the UK. You could only get it in the UK. So this is a first time to US on 4K for the King of New York. But with this version, as they ported over the Arrow Video features, they also added in 3 brand new features to this release right here, including an interview with Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken did an interview for Lionsgate about the King of New York that he did not do for Arrow Video. So I thought that was really great. And it's a really badass steelbook. Look at this thing, guys. Lionsgate Limited. I know people were a little hot out the gate about Lionsgate Limited and the pricing. Well, they've lowered the prices. This is $34.99. They've lowered that price point down. I don't know if it'll stay there, but as of right now, it's a little bit lower than it was when they initially came out with the Kill Bills and Apocalypse Now and all that stuff. But I think they're doing good. They're doing a good job adding value to these releases, new commissioned artwork from actual artists on these steelbooks that is actually nice, that I haven't really heard a lot of people bitching about the artwork that Lionsgate Limited has done. I hear people bitch about artwork that Disney and Sony and Scream Factory and everybody else does all the time. I don't really hear about it from Lionsgate Limited. So I think that, you know, they do enough here with the artwork to kind of silence the artwork critics. They're adding new special features. Their transfers are usually like 9 times out of 10, they're fantastic. So I think Lionsgate is doing a good job. They really are. Yes, they're trying to move more into that boutique market. A lot of studios and a lot of companies are trying to do that right now, guys. It's just the way it is. It's a collector's market right now. So what are you going to do? But they're doing a good job adding value. And I appreciate that, because they could have just ported over the Arrow Video stuff and that's it. That's all they had to do. But they added 3 new features here for this release, and I thought that was really great. So yeah, coming at number 4, guys, I thought this movie was a lot of fun. This is from Vinegar Syndrome as a part of the Cinematograph line. Is that how you say it, guys? Is that correct? Drop Zone on 4K. A lot of fun watching this. Second Wesley Snipes movie in a row, guys. I mean, he's not the lead in this, but yeah, Wesley Snipes. It was a great month for Wesley Snipes on 4K. But Drop Zone on 4K from Vinegar Syndrome and Cinematograph was a really great release. Movie's not gonna win any. Movie did not win any Academy Awards. It's not that type of movie. But it's a really solid, you know, skydiving parachute action film with Wesley Snipes and Yancey Butler, who I just thought kicked ass in the movie. I really enjoyed her. And I remember watching this movie when I was a kid, but it had been a long time since I've seen it. And then you got Gary Busey, who is great as the villain. I really enjoy, you know, Gary Busey and pretty much everything that I see Gary Busey in, at least around this time period. But really solid release, great box set. I like the artwork. There was a few new fantastic special features with this as well. I believe that there was a new audio commentary. Yeah, Symphony of Skydiving, just talking about the Hans Zimmer score. So yeah, some really good features here. And you got a nice booklet on the inside, a media book here that houses the disc. You got the 4K, you got the Blu-ray. Picture quality wise, guys, I mean, I don't think I'll ever have to bitch about Vinegar Syndrome and their picture quality, because they always do. Like, you can complain about the types of movies they put out all you want, but they always do top tier work when it comes to their restorations. And, you know, in some cases, they're restoring these like super low budget, like horror films from the early 80s and the late 70s. And those can only look so good. But when you do a movie like Drop Zone that has actual, like, that had a budget, I think this was like a 40 million budget or something like that. It has actual like cinematic value to it as far as its production. Like, it's going to look really awesome in 4K. So I think that I cannot get this in here, guys. I think they did pretty much as good of a job as they could have done with Drop Zone. And guys, I know what you're thinking. Oh, God, Ken's got all the Clints in his top three. Of course I do. Okay, of course I got the Clint Eastwood 4Ks because these were the best releases of the month. I'm not gonna lie and move one down to 5 or 6 just to be cute. Like I'm not doing that. They're gonna be in my top three because I think they're the three best releases of the month. Let's start with the Outlaw Josey Wales at my number three, guys. Look, I really enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed it a lot more than I did the first time that I watched it. Clint's a complete badass in the film. The movie looks awesome in 4K. It's got new features. Warner Brothers, a studio, is adding new features to this release, and they're also bringing over all the archival features as well, so you don't have to worry about that. You know, a couple of years ago, Warner Brothers was cutting out features. I remember on vacation, they took all the features off, from the Blu-ray, didn't add anything new. They're really like turning over a new leaf, guys. They really are. They're keeping the old special features. They're putting these on 100 GB discs. They're adding brand new special features. Yes, they're 5-8 minutes long, but they're new features. And this has two. And this has like I think a couple of Clint Eastwood documentaries. All these got Clint Eastwood documentaries. But yeah, the Outlaw Josey Wales. It's my least favorite transfer and movie of the three. But I still think it was a phenomenal release. So that comes in at my number three. Next up, guys, my number two is Pale Rider. Really, really loved this movie. Really loved this movie. I thought Clint was great in it again. But this movie, like the cinematic value in this film, the way it was shot, the way it was directed, the cinematography, like everything just looks so fantastic. This movie's got such incredible scenery and all that looked so freaking awesome. And 4K. So picture quality wise, I think of the three Clint 4Ks, I think this one actually looks the best. Really good special feature with the little girl in this film who's now like 55 years old. She's not a little girl anymore. This movie was 40 years ago. And then you have a cinematography of Pale Rider, a special feature on that, which is a strong point of the movie. So I was happy to hear about the cinematography and a special feature. Then you got three past archival documentaries as well. So much content here. And the 4K, again, just looks so breathtakingly gorgeous. Like you would have thought like a top tier boutique label did these transfers. That's how good, that is how good that Warner Brothers is hitting right now, guys. Like they're up there with Arrow Video, with Vinegar Syndrome, with Shout Factory as far as their restorations. I think they're doing such a great job with these 4Ks. But I freaking just became obsessed with this film after I saw it, and it was a first time watch for me. I think it's damn near a masterpiece. I loved it so much, so that's why it's coming in at my number one. But Dirty Harry, guys. And this one I know for sure was, I think, scanned in 8K and then put on a 4K disc. And the picture quality is spectacular. Like I said, you could have told me Arrow Video did this or Vinegar Syndrome and I would have believed you. But Warner Brothers did such a great job with the 4K here. But the movie, guys, oh my God, it's classic Clint delivering those one-liners that I've heard my entire life. But like getting it to see it finally for the first time was fantastic. But the movie itself, like it was real. I was really just surprised by like how horror thriller it kind of went into. I just think Clint was so freaking good in this movie. I think he was operating at the height of his powers and his abilities at this point. I mean, he's 7 years in pretty much to his movie career by the time this came out. And he is just so good. Like this is the movie that I think made him a legit like star legend icon. The Dollars trilogy is great, and he was definitely a star after that. But like an icon, I think, was born with Dirty Harry. So really loved this movie, and like I said, the 4K was so great. The special features, I think, I enjoyed on this one a little bit more than the other two, because they kind of had a lot of talking heads, just kind of talking about the, importance of Dirty Harry and Clint Eastwood as the character and talking about the films. I just thought they were slightly more interesting features. But then you also got a lot of archival stuff. I think this has the most archival stuff, 5 featurettes, 2 documentaries, but such a great movie. This is firmly in my top 3 Eastwood films as of right now. So I just freaking love Dirty Harry. Such a great release. And that is my number 1 of April. But thank you all so much for watching my top 4Ks of April ranked. I know we're a little late, but for those of you all watching right now, as of, May the 18th, May the 20th whenever I put this out. Thank you all so much, for entertaining my madness around here. And I'm sure the May ranking will be right around the corner because we got a lot of great releases to talk about there as well. So again, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.